Throughout history, some of the most powerful alliances have been the ones that no one saw coming. From enemies turning into allies to rival nations joining forces against common foes, the story of alliances is full of unexpected twists. Today, we're counting down the top 10 strangest alliances in world history. These alliances didn't just change battles, they shaped the world as we know it. Before we dive in, if you love unraveling the mysteries of history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you won't miss a single one of our deep dives into the world's most fascinating moments. Now, let's kick off with our list of bizarre partnerships. Our journey begins with the unlikely partnership between France and the Ottoman Empire in 1536. King Francis I of France and Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent teamed up to challenge their shared enemy, the Habsburg Empire. This marked the first time a major Christian power allied with a Muslim empire against another Christian ruler. Despite the controversy it caused in Europe, this alliance reshaped the balance of power, allowing France to counter Habsburg influence in Europe while the Ottomans expanded their territory. Next up is the Anglo-Japanese Alliance, formed in 1902, a strategic move to curb Russian expansion in Asia. This alliance was odd because it united a European naval superpower with an emerging Asian power, two nations that were culturally worlds apart. Through this alliance, Japan modernized its military, and Britain secured its interests in the Pacific without overstretching its navy. It's a classic case of two distant powers finding common ground when their interests aligned. What do you think about alliances that bridge massive cultural and geographical divides? Do they create more unity or just lead to more friction? Let us know in the comments below. In 1879, after fierce battles in the Anglo-Zulu War, the British and Zulus found themselves on the same side against a common threat, the Boer settlers in South Africa. Once enemies, these two former foes joined forces to push back against the growing Boer influence in the region. This strange alliance showed that sometimes survival and strategy can lead to the most unexpected partnerships. One of the most remarkable alliances of the 20th century was between the United States and the Soviet Union during World War II. Despite their deep ideological differences, they joined forces to combat a shared threat that endangered global stability. This partnership was built on necessity, and as soon as the war ended, their alliance quickly transformed into a prolonged period of rivalry. This alliance is a prime example of how even the strongest collaborations can dissolve when mutual interests no longer align. In the 13th century, the Kingdom of Portugal sought to partner with the Mongol Empire to weaken the Islamic caliphates in the Middle East. Although their plans for a joint military campaign never fully materialized, the fact that a Christian kingdom and a nomadic empire were even considering collaboration was groundbreaking. This unusual diplomatic move shows that even civilizations with vastly different worldviews can find common goals. During Hernan Cortez's expedition, the Spanish conquistadors formed an alliance with the Tlaxcalans, who were enemies of the Aztec Empire. Together, they overthrew the powerful Aztec Empire in a surprising turn of events. The irony here is that the Tlaxcalans, who helped the Spanish win, were later betrayed by their supposed allies. During the 7 Years' War, the French allied with various Native American tribes against the British in North America. This partnership was unusual because European powers typically exploited indigenous groups, yet here they sought their support to gain a military edge. This alliance highlights how survival and the need to protect land can lead to unlikely partnerships in times of war. Traditionally fierce rivals, the Habsburg monarchy and the Ottoman Empire occasionally found common ground to counterbalance other threats in Europe. During the Great Turkish War, they engaged in indirect cooperation to contain mutual enemies, proving that even the bitterest of foes can collaborate for strategic advantage. Our final entry is the Roman-Parthian Alliance against Armenia in 37 AD. The Roman Empire and Parthian Empire, usually at odds over territory in the Near East, temporarily set aside their rivalry to support a ruler in Armenia who would favor both their interests. This alliance is a prime example of pragmatic politics, where power dynamics force even the fiercest rivals to make peace. And there you have it, our list of the top 10 strangest alliances in world history. These partnerships show how politics and survival can bring together the most unlikely of allies. If you enjoyed our countdown and want to see more captivating stories from history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new content. Which of these alliances surprised you the most? Do you think any of them still influence world politics today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive. And remember, sometimes the strangest alliances have the biggest impact.